Hi guys, so I'm here to do a really quick video slash announcement type thing. A little while ago I did the big book tag, or the big book phobia tag. I think it's the big book phobia tag is what it's called. And in that video I showed off my copy of War and Peace and I said how I haven't read it yet but I really want to. So then Jenny from Adultish Books contacted me and was like, hey, let's read War and Peace together and we can make it like a project to help motivate each other to read it. And I was totally in. And then she had the wonderful idea of opening it up to others, so if anyone else wanted to read War and Peace along with us, they were more than welcome. So we are going to be reading War and Peace. If you guys are paying close attention, you know that this isn't the edition that I showed off in my other video. But I realized that the other edition that I had was an abridged version of the story, so I don't like reading abridged versions of classics. And secondly, Jenny and I were talking and I was saying how if I was going to read War and Peace, I wanted to make sure I was reading a good translation of it. And for me, good means that it's readable. I'm not a super strong stickler for like direct accuracy of translations. I want it to be readable. I want to be able to understand what's happening in the story. So I was looking online and I asked on Twitter which version would be best, and a lot of people said the P&V translation is really good. I'll put the full name of the translators on the bottom, but I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to be able to pronounce that. So I went to Barnes & Noble and I picked it up. This is the edition that they had at Barnes & Noble and it's a gorgeous cover as well. And it's like big enough that if you can tell like this is a lofty piece of text, but it's not like super thick, and the pages are like, they flap down nicely, which is one of my things that I also look at when I'm looking into different translations or different classics. Like, I like to make sure that the book itself is readable, like it feels good in my hands and things like that. So yeah, Jenny and I are going to be reading War and Peace in the month of August. One thing that I was trying to figure out when doing this whole read-along thing for other people was I wanted to make sure that if you don't have this version, you could still read along with us. But the problem that I'm finding is that different translations mark up their books or separate their books differently. So I was looking at the version that's on Project Gutenberg and there's like 15 books, and within each book there is different chapters. And the way this version of the book is broken up, or this translation of the book is broken up, there's 4 books and each book has different parts and each part has different chapters. So the different translations don't necessarily keep any sort of standard in terms of how to break up the book, which is going to make this read along a little bit more difficult if you don't have this translation. But what Jenny and I plan on doing is, because there are 4 books in here, we're going to be reading one book per week, which comes out to about 300 pages a week in this version, 300 to 400 pages. And then each week we're going to put up a video discussing the book that we had just read. We'd love to have other people reading along with us. So what we're going to do is from Saturday to Saturday of each week will be the time when you're reading, and then the following Monday we will put up the video talking about the previous week's book. So starting August 2nd, although you can start August 1st if you want, start reading book 1. August 9th, start reading book 2. August 16th, start reading part 3. And then August 23rd, start reading book 4. So that way we should be able to finish out the entire book by the end of August. And you know, even if you don't have this translation, feel free to pick up whatever translation you prefer or whatever you would like or whatever you have available to you and just split it up into 4 parts, and it should be approximately the same amount, give or take. I'll have a link down below to a book depository link to pick up this version of the book if you guys are interested in that. I'll also leave a link down below to Project Gutenberg so you guys can just pick up the free ebook if you want to do that instead. So yeah, pick up a copy of War and Peace by August 1st and then we will get started reading. If you want to talk about your progress on Twitter, which I will probably be doing and Jenny will probably be doing, use the hashtag ReadWP and we'll track that and retweet things and do all of those fun things that you can do on social media. Also, feel free to follow me and Jenny on Goodreads because I know I will be updating my progress and Jenny always updates her progress. So yeah, if you have any other questions about this read along or anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. We'll try our best to answer any questions that come up. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and thanks for watching.